roster teams over 100 points last season shooting
Don't
threes.
give Godfrey the ball if he's beyond the arc. Just don't do it because he's going to shoot it and fail.
And yet, keep in mind, both of their field goal percentages are actually still way above. Wayne Kirkpatrick's like, oh, it's 26. It's not that bad. It's just, well, it's also one quarter of all of his shots are for three.
Mm.
Oof.
And Godfrey, goddamn. Yeah.
Yeah, he just needs to stop.
If he does that, he'll be so much more effective on the offense.
Over 2/3 of the players in the FBA currently need to stop shooting three-pointers, I would say.
I could believe that.
Well, you gotta figure those that are like not that much. If you're like only cost your team 10 points,
I would say take those threes in because
you're not losing your team much.
Because taking a 3-point shot that you have open versus a contested 2 or a contested long 2, the 3-point shot is what coaches are going to want you to take because it's the more open shot and it's just about as hard as making a contested 2.
So it's only for mainly the ones that are like costing their team like 30 points or more.
Or 110 points.
Yeah, the ones that are costing their team 30 points or more, it's like, no, you should not be shooting.
110 points, that could win you quite a bit of games if you had those points back.
And look at Kirkpatrick's field goal percentage if he never shot a 3. 62.65%.
Level shooting. That is elite level shooting. That is a amazing big level shooting.
No kidding. So, all that in mind, how do we feel about Las Vegas?
Well, Misha is going to definitely be their starting point guard. Who do we want to be their starting shooting guard?
Starting shooting guard, I would probably go with Fook, I would say.
Because I think that is one main problem. I actually might see, depending on how she does, if they play her a lot in the preseason, if Juniper Hill turns out to actually be an unsung gem.
A gem in the rough.
She might be the starting shooting guard.
Yeah, I would agree with you that too.
Because she just blows Fook away in every single stat. It's just that she doesn't have as much playtime.
I would say let Juniper Hill and Misha Maxwell have a chance to give some girl power to the team.
Oh, looks like Stevie's saying Misha is best at shooting guard, good at point guard.
Best at shooting guard then, and Juniper Hill is.
It looks like Laertes. So it looks like if Laertes is more of a point guard, so he might take the starting point guard spot, in which case you're debating between Misha or Juniper as their starter. But it mainly depends on how Juniper turns out.
Also, right now, the team needs to get some defensive stalwarts in there.
Yeah. Well, they have Wayne. Wayne is one of the best defensive teams in the league. Or he's a defensive powerhouse.
So he'll help that in. But seriously, if you have someone who's doing 108 on your defensive rating, you have a problem.
Yeah, Las Vegas was one of the worst defensive teams in the league last year.
Get some defenders in there. Get them now.
Because
you have the offense with Juniper and Misha.
One thing I would kind of maybe look at maybe during like the preseason, let Ronnie like start for a little while and see if you're able to get his minutes up more and see if maybe you can improve his offensive, because his defense is like on par right now or subpar. Get his offense up. Maybe.
If he had 600 minutes and he got you an offensive rating of 64, I'd say put him in the basement and never let him see the light of day.
Ouch.
But I'm just saying if you look at maybe everyone else though who has like Wayne Kirkpatrick or Leo Fook or someone who has like over 1,000 plus or 2,000 minutes, maybe, just maybe, slim sliver of light, perhaps, maybe, that might help him improve. Might. It's a very strong might, but you never know. Again,
I think
never
starting out of the gate, Lee Barraquin's going to be their starting center. Even if he
Yeah.
turns out sort of meh,
would say-
if he's a
yeah,
flop, he'll
the-
still probably be their starting center because who else are they going to put?
obviously.
Ronnie
Obviously.
or Samantha?
I know. No, I know. Obviously, I'm just saying. You know. See, I think Ryan does have some potential, but I don't know. Again, that's an I don't know sort of thing. That's just my thought of the day, I guess.
One big sort of lapse is okay. You have Lee Barraquin's their starting center. Wayne Kirkpatrick is going to be their smart, hands down starting power forward. Who's their backup center?
Backup center.
They don't have one.
Do you want
They
Samantha or Ronnie being your backup?
No, you don't. I don't care what team you're on. They don't want. They should not be the backup.
I would honestly,
No.
if it came down to a choice of the wire, I would say Samantha over Ronnie. Though,
I mean, right now
just
it's
saying.
Samantha. I'm just going to put down here that for their last 3 spots, yes, they already have 2 more over here, but they need to get a good backup pick. Someone
Yeah, they got-
pick up the slack when Lee or Wayne gets injured.
Yeah, they have 12 picks left.
Get a
Two
defensive
players-
center.
Get a defensive center. You're
Well,
would
Lee
say-
Barraquin might be the good one. I'm mainly saying get a backup. You don't need a great one. Just get a good backup.
Get a backup who can actually stop someone or try to at least. Please.
also get a good backup small forward too, because Mary Woon's at her 10-year mark this season.
Well, on that note, who do we
And-
have as their starting small forward?
Starting
Godfrey.
Godfrey. It would have
If
to be
he can
Godfrey.
cut down on those friggin' threes, he will do.
Yeah,
Las
he'd be
Vegas
good
will
if he
improve
could stop
immensely.
shooting threes, but
Agreed.
Yep.
I don't care if you're the 40-point friggin' go to pronghorn or whatever.
Calm down, Draken.
looks like Stevie's saying they still have offers on the board for centers, so they might be actually picking up a good big. So they still have some people
All right.
there. They're trying to get good bigs.
They're working on it. That's a good thing.
It's just that some of the bigs, like Riley, are some of the bigs are very highly contested. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on. Montana Howlers,
Montana.
who
The team
we
is
have
gonna
to
be hard
have
to
like a
beat.
big old caveat that their team is only half finished because they have a lot of bids out for big players.
The glass is half full
Yeah,
with
they're a
this
little
team.
understepped.
A little. 9 players on their roster, like 6 more spots left to fill. Yeah.
Okay, who's Jumin Han?
Who's what now?
Someone named Jumin Han offered me a contact invite.
Oh God, it's a
I
bot.
believe that would be Drake.
Oh, is it? It's a bot.
It's not a bot, it's Drake.
Oh, it's the other Draken. Okay.
Yeah.
Will the real Draken please stand up?
Does he want in the call or?
I think he does.
Will the real
All
Slim
right.
Shady please stand up?
Yay. Quick pause while we get the real Draken in.
Well, we can
Excuse
keep
me.
talking while we're doing this. They have a lot of open.
It's the real Draken, yay!
Shut up!
Hooray!
Did he just get hung up?
Uh-oh.
What?
No, he's still here.
It says he's not in it in mine. It says that
He is.
It's just the Draken continuum balancing
Draken, I will
itself out.
fight you. I'll fight. Oh, there he goes. Now it says he's disappeared. He is a ghost on mine.
What did you do?
Draken, I'll fight you.
Okay. No.
I'll fight you.
Children, let's get back on topic here.
Okay. One
Might
thing
be
I think
correct.
that's nice about the team, despite the fact it's only half finished, everyone has at least some play time. No one is under the 500 minutes, so we can't say, "Oh, hey, this player's not played."
Well, that's because they only have 7 that we can actually talk about.
Yeah,
Ren, Vincent, Sterling, Regulus, Lemon, Tamales, Presta, and Christian Ashbury. Also, Doug and Lexer.
Teach me how to dug it.
one thing I think would note, considering these two were on the team before, look how much higher their or better their defensive rating is over the guards. So I think those are two really good defensive players.
Yeah.
A 101
there's only-
6 and 101 7 when the average is like 103, high 102. Obviously, Ren is going to be the starting point guard.
Obviously.
I am pretty sure Cresta is going to still be the starting shooting guard. If nothing else, for the fact that if we remember back from the sheet 30, plus 100 points for shooting threes. So, she can shoot threes all she wants.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I'm seeing Lemon as probably the starting small forward.
Yeah. The FG, I think, is more. He's actually a fairly tall for an FG, but I think he's more as smart as a point forward as opposed to a swing.
Mm-hmm.
So someone that can basically do the point position from the forward position. Because he's 6'10".
6'10". Well, then I would probably say power forward.
Well, they're doing well with him on the small forward. They're basically running a 3 big lineup the entire season, and they got almost to the finals. I would make comments to their depth, but they don't have players to talk about their depth.
Yeah, I think though with their rookies, they definitely got some good depth, and I'm hearing an echo of myself.
Sterling might be a bit of a liability if he continues to play at this level. He needs to improve his offense.
Yeah, his defense is good. His offense is.
It's especially for big. I think he needs to improve this. And having an efficiency of 11.7 but an EWA of only 0.2, that's not good.
Yeah, it says he's not helping the team too much. If they get Fenris Briley, which I think is one of their main contracts they're hunting for. Yeah, they're one of the people fighting for Fenris Briley. If they get Fenris Briley, I see Briley taking over the starting power forward and Sterling being relegated to the backup. I know he's not going to be happy about that, but I think that's what it'll probably be. Who else is Montana? They have Westcott Yobia, so they're also trying to get for Yobia. I think that one might be more in case they don't get Riley. They're also going for Ricardo Rodriguez, which I think is a backup point guard.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, if I could say one thing, I would say perhaps Doug Dawson might be a better backup point guard than the other guy.
Nope. That's a big nope. He's a shooting guard.
Oh yeah.
A shooting guard all the way.
Yeah. Doug Dawson, other guy, I think he'd have a pretty good depth line. He'd have a pretty good guard depth in the bench. So I think just get the other guy back, work on your forward and your center depth, and
they're working on that. A lot of their contracts are mainly for their forward depth. So
yeah, for what they're working on for their depth, from what we've said, I think Montana's, if they get the right,
considering the fact they have half their roster is not here, I think the biggest claim is their biggest liability on the entire team is Sterling. And Sterling is still not bad. So I think that should say something in itself compared to Las Vegas and
Sterling's-
Edmonton, who we have a lot of people. It's like